Hi, boys and girls, and welcome to our math lesson for today. Let's start with reading our I can statement. I can add and subtract within 20. So that's what we're going to be learning how to do today. But before we do that, I want to go over our fact fluency. So as mathematicians, we want to know our math facts and our subtraction facts as quickly as we can. So let's go over some zeros, ones, and twos today. All right, 0 plus 0 is 0. Remember, anything plus 0 is that number. So 0 plus 5 would be 5. Very good. 0 plus 1, 1. 3 plus 0, 3. Good. Let's do one more. 0 plus 7, 7. Good. Now let's do our 1. So we're doing one more than the number, okay? So let's start with this one. 2 plus 1, 3. Good. 3 plus 1. What's 1 more than 3? 4. Good. 1 plus 7. Good. That is 8. 1 plus 6. 7. Great. And let's do one more. 1 plus 1. 2. Good. Now let's do our twos, a couple of our twos. 2 plus 4. Now, boys and girls, I'm going to give you a strategy. You can put the bigger number in your head and count on. So I'm going to put 4 in my head. I'm going to go 4, and I need to add 2 more. So 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to use my fingers to add 2 more. So 4, put 4 in my head, 5, 6. 2 plus 4 is 6. Oh, this is 4 plus 2. Let's see if that's the same answer. Put the bigger number in your head. 4, 5, 6. It is. So no matter what number you add first, when you add 2 of the same numbers together, it gives you the same total. 9 plus 2, 11. Good. 6 plus 2, 8. Great. One more. 1 plus 2, 3. Great job. So let's review our addition now. So when we have two numbers we add together, we call them add-ins. So 2 is an add-in here and 3 is an add-in here. And we've learned about part, whole. So my two add-ins are my two parts. So if I have 3 here, I have 2 plus 3 here. They're both parts. When I put them together, it makes a whole. So let's count how many we have all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 all together. And I can put that in a number sentence as well. 2 plus 3 equals 5. Very good. You can also put this in something that looks like this, where you have your parts and your whole. So we have 2 plus 3, our two parts, equals 5. So we get to do some addition today together. I'm first going to share my screen and show you a video about addition.
That's a really good one, Moby. It's going to take a long time to make 1,000 paper cranes to make our wish come true. How many paper cranes have we made so far? We should add our cranes together and see. But what's the best way to add? Well, when you add, you join groups together to find the total. Let's see. We have 4 blue cranes and 3 red cranes. A tally chart could help add them together. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cranes in all. Hey, another way to add is to write a number sentence. 3 plus 4 is equal to 7. Right, the total can be called the sum. And you can also write the number sentence up and down instead of across. I guess there's lots of good ways to add. Well, another way to add is to count on. How do you count on to add? When you count on, you start with the bigger number and then add the smaller number. Well, let's find out how many pink and violet cranes we have in all. Good idea, Moby. We can use a number line to help us count on. We have 5 pink cranes, so we can start with 5 on the number line. And we have 3 violet cranes, so we can move ahead 3 spots on the number line to find the total. There are 8 cranes in all. Counting on could get tough if we added 2 large numbers. How do you add 10? Wow, there are a lot of orange and turquoise cranes here. You counted 8 orange cranes and 10 turquoise cranes. It would take a while to count on to find the sum. But if we add 10, it'll be a lot faster. We can start with 8 and add on 10 to make 18. All you have to do is add 1 to the tens place. Now we can start with 8 and add on 2 tens. Right, Moby, there is a pattern. When you add tens to a number, the tens place changes, but the ones place stays the same. How can you use doubles to add? I guess knowing your doubles can make adding faster. If I have 8 yellow cranes and 8 magenta cranes, I know there's 16 cranes in all. Because I know 8 plus 8 is equal to 16. It's a double. So now we have 8 yellow cranes and 7 magenta cranes. We can still use doubles to figure out the sum. I know that 7 is 1 less than 8, so the sum must be 1 less than 16. 8 plus 7 equals 15. The sum is 1 less than the double. Well, since 9 is 1 more than 8, the sum must be 1 more than 16. 8 plus 9 equals 17. I'm glad there's so many different ways to add. I can pick the way that's easiest and fastest for me. But I wish there were ways to make 1,000 paper cranes easier and faster.
Oh, that is so silly. So just like we talk about in our number talks, there are so many different ways to add. So good mathematicians use a lot of different ways to add. Now, this is what I'm going to do is I'm going to share a musical about addition with you.
Seashells on the beach. I see seashells, so many seashells here. How many have you got? Come on. How many have you got? I've got 1, you've got 1. 1 and 1 is 2. I've got 2, you've got 1. 2 and 1 is 3. I've got 2, you've got 2. 2 and 2 is 4. I've got 2, you've got 3. 2 and 3 is 5. How many have you got? Seashells, so many seashells on the beach. I see seashells, so many seashells here. How many have you got? Come on. How many have you got? I've got 3, you've got 4. 3 and 4 is 7. I've got 4, you've got 4. you got? How many have you got? How many have you got?
Very good job, boys and girls. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now, and we are going to move into our addition. So, as you learned, there are many different ways to add and to subtract, and I am going to use some manipulatives, which just means some blocks to help me add today. And you're going to be drawing pictures to add in your seesaw activity for today. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to zoom in so we can see a little bit better. So right here it says you have 1 block. You add 4 more. So here I have 1 block. I add 4 more. I have 1 part here and 1 part here. I'm going to make the whole. I'm going to add them together. How many blocks do you have now? So we see here they wrote a number sentence. They wrote 1 plus 4 equals 5. There are 5 blocks. Let's double check and make sure that's true. 1 plus 4 equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are right. So now let's do this one together. I'm going to use these blocks to represent our objects. So you have 2 pencils and you buy 3 more. So I have 2 blocks and I buy 3 more. So those are my 2 parts. Let's put them together to make our whole. But before we do that, I need to write part of my number sentence. So I need to write 2. We have a plus sign there. I'll darken it a little bit. Plus 3 equals, now let's count. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 in all. Then we need to answer this question. How many pencils do you have now? How many do we have now? 5. We have 5 pencils now. Let's do our next one together. And by the way, boys and girls, please pull out your notebooks and do this with me so that you can practice your addition. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. All right, let me pull up my whiteboard quickly, my smartboard. Okay, so right here, we have 6 flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you can use your counters with me. You have some beans that you have. They look just like this. And you can use these counters with me, or you can use objects around the house. So there are 6 flowers. You add 4 more. So let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You add 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have a part here and a part here. I'm going to put them together to find my whole. Let's go ahead and write our number sentence. There are 6 flowers and you add 4 more. 6 plus 4, what does it equal, boys and girls? Let's count the total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good job, boys and girls. I could use a different strategy to solve this problem too. I could put the bigger number in my head, 6, and count on 4. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Look at that. Now, how many flowers are there now? All together, what's our total or our whole? That's right, it's 10. Let's do this one now. There are 5 butterflies. 4 more, join them. So I have 5 butterflies here, or 5 blocks that represent my butterflies. And 4 more, join them. So I have a part here and a part here. I put them together to get my whole. Let's start our number sentence. 5 plus 4, and write this with me. If you need to pause the video to write this, you may do that. Let's see our total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. Let's use our counting on strategy with that too. Let's start with our bigger number in our head. So what's our bigger number? 5 is our bigger number. Now let's add 4 to 5. So let's put 5 in our head. 5. Let's add 4 more. 6, 7. Count on. 8, 9. Oh, I added 5 plus 4, and I got 9. So how many butterflies are there now all together? There are 9 butterflies. Great job, boys and girls. Now I'm going to show you what you're going to do in your seesaw activity today. So you have an example here. It says you have 5 crayons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5 red crayons, and 2 blue crayons. How many do you have in all? So you can use your counters to help you as well, but we're also going to draw pictures. So I'm going to use my blocks to help me, but you could totally use your beans, your counters, or some of you have beads, or maybe you have counters around the house. So I have 5 and 2. I'm going to put them together to add them. I'm going to draw circles to help me understand this addition problem. So I'm going to draw 5 circles on this side to show 5 crayons, red crayons, and I'm going to draw 2 circles on this side to show 2 blue crayons. Then once I do that, you could use your counters to double check yourself, and you could count on here using your circles, your pictures. You could go back through and cross them out as you count, so you make sure you count every object. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My total, this means total, my total is 7. Then I'm going to write my number sentence, boys and girls. So I'm going to write 5 plus 2 equals 7. So remember, this is one part, this is another part, and put them together. That equals your whole. Then you'll write how many you have in all. I'm going to write 7 crayons right there. So you're using the part, whole model, remember? So that means you have 2 parts and you put them together to make a whole. I am going to do the first one with you, but I want you to do the rest on your own because I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Okay, this is my next page. Thank you for being patient. Go to this page right here. So you have 3 basketballs and 1 soccer ball. How many do you have in all? You can click this video. This is a video of me explaining and reading you the problem when you do the seesaw activity, okay? The very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use some manipulatives. You do not have to use your counters if you don't want to, but you can use them to double check you if you want. So I have 3 basketballs and 1 soccer ball. So here's one part. I have 3 and 1, and I'm going to put them together to see my total. Then I'm going to draw a picture. I'm going to draw 3 circles over here to show my basketballs. I'm going to change my color just so I can tell the difference between the 2. 3 basketballs and 1 soccer ball. Now I'm going to go back through and count them all together. I can also double check with my counters. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, my total is 4. I'm going to double check. So I have 3 plus 1 equals 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's right. Now I need to write my number sentence. So I'm going to write this number right here. 3. I'm adding 3 and 1. 3 plus 1 equals, what's my total? 4. Then I'm going to write here, how many total balls do I have? I have 4 total. Very good, boys and girls. I'm so excited to see what you can do on your activity today. And I hope you have a great day today and enjoy your seesaw activities. Bye, boys and girls.